picture phone? Just take a picture of whatever they wrote, and that way you can use that until I can write them down.
Does this thing have a mic? This is getting it. This is it's Ethan Davis. No good. 12:05 remaining. 75. Driving, spinning. That's going to drop for Newnan's number 17, Caleb Harris. the neon green numbers. And the ball, nice give and go there for Promise, and that's good. That's Ethan Promise up by 3, 11-8, 10:33 remaining here in the first half. 2 16-minute halves, 11-8, 10:33 remaining here in the first half. 2 16-minute halves right now in this one. Newnan's going to back it out for Austin Colton. Backing way out. It's guarded by number 10, Joey Miles. 3 ball is good for Colt Donnelly. He's got 5 points on the day. We're tied at 11 with 10:06 remaining. Answer Orsman. He'll size up a 3 from the wing. It's a little short. Coming up with it is Colton. This is a 9th grade boys game. Colton making a move, dishes it out to Donnelly. Donnelly drives in, one-hand hook shot is good. Nice move for Conley. He's made a drive into the lane. And it's a 5-0 run for Newnan Elite. They're up 13-11 with 9:43 remaining here in the first half. We're on the SUVTV.com. I'm John Morgo. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, a little bit of a late start here for this one, but everything's good to go now. Colton has a foul shot. Brady Tillman's got 2 points for Newnan. Got a couple matches. We're here on court number 4. We got 2 more after this one. So we got a good evening of summer travel basketball going on for you, as Georgia starts opening up their athletics. And we finally got some contests to call. Well, Promise with the ball. Tyson DeLacy, number 24, handling it at the point. Left side bounce pass. Can't hold on to it, Ethan Davis. Out of bounds with 9:32 remaining and a 2-point lead for Newnan Elite. They got the ball. 5-0 lead for Newnan. Caleb Harris to the left side for Colton. Austin Colton goes in, finds Donnelly, won't fall, and the rebound by DeLacy. Long outlet, look for Severin Bird, and he's fouled as he makes the running one-hander on the left side. We have 9:09 remaining. And Bird will take a couple of foul shots. Try and tie the ball game back up. That's good. Well, he'll have one more to try and tie it up at 13 apiece. It's a showcase of champions, and that's going in as well. So we're tied at 13 here at the Sewanee Sports Academy. Austin Colton on the near wing. Just move over Davis, dishes out, and a shot from the elbow by Darren Teagle. It's 15-13. 8:50 remaining. Got to go to Bird underneath. Doesn't have a shot though, and Promise will kick it around. Nice shot for Joey Miles. Drops. He's on the right side with the one-hander. We're tied at 15. 8:35 left in the first half. As Austin Colton in the backcourt. Colton pulls up, tries to get someone to move. Now Harris, they go underneath. That's a foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul. And it'll be Jeremiah Render with it. Try and put Newnan up by a pair with 8:20 left. Right now it's 15 all. First one dances around and drops. So there's one more. Second shot coming. Up and good. foul shots dropped for Render. And Newnan 17-15. Tight game. Bad 3-ball missing for Davis. It'll belong to Newnan. Bird was trying to go for it. But Newman's got the ball. They're up by 2 as we hit the 8-minute mark. Colton with it. Only 8 players on the Newnan squad as Colton drives in. Ball got tips from him. Goes into the corner. Coming out with it is Render, but he double dribbled and it'll go back to Promise. Promise with a little deeper bench. They're dressing 10 today. Quick moves, nice turnaround, and it won't fall. DeLacy had a lot of good move there. He gets his own rebound and is fouled. Now it looks like it's going to be on Donnelly. 17-15, 7:39 remaining, halfway through the first half. That's Ethan Davis. He's got a lane, and we're tied at 17. Harris had all alone inside there. Now driving in, got bumped, got the handoff was Colton, and he was fouled by Miles, and Colton will go to the line. Tied at 17 with Newnan, but a lot of shots right now on the foul line. So here's the first shot for Colton, and that's good. A lot of foul shots for Newnan Elite here in this one. And they're up 18-17, 7:19 remaining. Here from the Swanee Sports Academy. Colton leans in, takes it, and it's good. Another 2-point lead. And again, a lot of foul shots. That's Promise with it. Bird tries to find his way through on the right side. Won't fall, but I think he got fouled. Five team fouls now against Newnan. And Bird with 2 shots to try and tie it up. Short on the first one. Bounces off the front edge. And it kicks it to the right. Second shot is good. Makes it 19-18. I believe this is the championship game for the 9th grade. Right now it's a 1-point ball game. Short. Good rebound. That's good. Using the glass. That was number 3. That was Elijah Wright with that bucket. It's a 3-point edge, 21-18. Bird tried to get free. Nice use of the elbow to get some room, but it was too hard off the glass. Colton with it. Dishes underneath. A nice little 1-2 pass off the glass for Render. And just like that, 23-18, a 6-1 run. Bird flies in. Let's see if he got the charge or the block. I think the block was called. He's a little slow to get up. But he will pick up the block foul. So Bird with a chance. Get the lead to 3 with about 6:27 remaining. First shot for Bird is off to the right. I think his first shot last time was short. So he keeps missing a little bit to the right on each time. He's got one more. Spins it on the right hand, puts it up. Very flat, which is why that thing did a rim tour before dropping away. And it's Newnan's basketball up by a nickel. And as Bird missed both the foul shot. Elijah Wright on the dribble, trying to get a block for him. Said he's going to go to Colton on the far side. Colton pushed back a little. Now he's going to drive right side. Dishes to the underman. Render foul from behind. Count the basket. Makes it a 7-point lead with 6:06 to go. And the three-point play works. It was 17-17. Now it's a 9-1 run for Newnan in the lead. And a turnover for Promise. I think a quick timeout's going to get called. Then we're at court 4 here at the Suwannee Sports Academy. Got 4 courts in action here. And this is probably the first really good weekend of travel ball in the state of Georgia. Lots of big news here. This week it dropped that state of Georgia is going to will adopt a phased-in shot clock. That's always good news. It'll be in certain showcase events next year. And then it'll be phased in gradually over the next 2 seasons before finally becoming full-time 3 years from now. Now we're back to live action. Newnan up by 9. I'm sorry, up by 8 with under 6 minutes to go. 26-18. We were tied at 17. Couple of backdoor layups, couple of foul shots, couple of and ones is what this lead involves. Colton with it. Colton trying to go left. He's pushed out. Ball got tipped away from him, but Newnan will get it back. Long login for Render. Left side for right. Shot clock's going to be 30. I prefer it to be a little longer. I'd like a 40. I want the shot clock to go down as you go up the levels. Nice long reach in. That's a great bucket there by number 24, Teagle. And it's a 10-point lead, 28-18. 3 ball for Joey Miles off to the right. Now right to the races, does a little bunny hop, and that bunny hop makes it too strong. Good rebound for Brady Tillman. And Promise almost forced the fast break turnover. But instead Newnan's going to reset. We're under 5 minutes to go. There's a bump. But instead the bump's going to be on right. As he went in a little too close to Jude O'Keefe. As we got 4:44 remaining in the first half. Newnan up by 10, sizing up a 3 and drilling it. Big 3 ball by Eric Smith. 28-21. Their first field goal in, I would say, about 4 minutes. And there's an official stop play. Basketball tried to roll away from them, but they get it back. It's going to be Elijah Wright to the line. Sixteenth foul on Promise. Wright finds its way in. Although they haven't put the point on the board yet. Referees are talking over with the scorekeepers. Don't know if that point counted. There it goes. They put the point on, so it's 29-21, 4:30 remaining. Second one rims around and kicks to the right. 29-21, 4:23 remaining. To the near side, there's a long-range jumper, and good on the 3 ball by Jacob Washington. And now it's 29-24. Stolen and using the glass is Washington. Back-to-back threes for Jacob Washington, and it makes it 29-27, 4:05 remaining. Just like that, it was 28-18, just about 30 seconds ago. One foul shot and then a couple of threes by Jacob Washington have turned a 2-point game and Promise really turning up the defense. Backdoor cut is good, and that's Render getting the dime from Promise. Actually, that was Harris, Caleb Harris with the assist on that. Washington can't go 3 for 3. Now, in fast break, huge rejection for Washington. As Washington denied Colton the uncontested layup. It's 31-27, 3:33 remaining in the first half. We'll take a little break at halftime, and we'll have the second half just immediately after that. Nice spinning in on the out-of-control layup there by Caleb Harris. Trying to rain another three is Justin Redmond. Foul on the steal for Ethan Davis. So they'll go the other way. Both teams with 7 fouls. 33-27 was 2 points. But Newnan has made the last 2 field goals, kick it back up to 6. First shot is good. And one more. And that's Brady Tillman. Tillman with an additional foul shot coming. That's good as well. So lead back up to 8, 35-27. Came down to 2, and back up to 8. Another backdoor cut. And the score, 35-29, 3 minutes to go. Khalil Ansah with the layup. Steal. Here's Harris. He goes up for the layup, got fouled. And crashes into one of our banners. Ethan Davis crashes into one of our banners. But it's okay, got it. First one doesn't go. Second shot coming up. 35-29, 2:48 remaining in the first half. Ethan Davis is good. So it makes it a 5-point deficit with 2:50 remaining. And Promise is in a little bit of a press. Breaking it, Newnan. Let's see if he'll coast it. Put up a nice floater. Good. That was Caleb Harris. Going up from the elbow as Washington drops out. Rebound and a putback didn't go. That was Ansah, and Ansah's got that one. So the third chance is good for Ansah. Harris, breaking transition, leaves it for Teagle. Teagle didn't have a shot. Into the paint. Looks like Render couldn't get it. Promise with the ball, one-handed pass. Davis stretches in for that right hand, can't get it. I'll get a great shot to make it a 3-point game. Colton from way back, and it hits off the heel. Render had it. But Smith came up with it. Now Smith drives, leaves it for Harris. I'm sorry. It doesn't go for Ethan Davis, out of bounds. And Newnan with the basketball. We're under 2 minutes remaining, $1:44. It's 37-32. High scoring first half here at the Sewanee Sports Academy. touch foul on Davis. As he was guarding Caleb Harris a little too close. So that'll turn it into foul shots the other way. Caleb Harris to the line. Harris eyes it, puts it up, and it's off the glass. So it's front end of 1-and-1. Promise down by a nickel. Washington dishes to Davis on a backdoor cut. It's good. It's in a three-point game. Davis with the steal. He's fouled. It goes though. Colton, now 37-36. Ethan Davis with a chance to tie the ball game back. Well, it was a 10-point lead, then it quickly went down to 2. Back up to 8. Now it's just 1. 37-36. Davis couldn't hit the conversion. They'll leave it up. We're going to go back door. No. Punching his way in. Getting the foul. But that will be a charge instead on Colt Donley. Break for Promise with 80 ticks remaining. This is Washington. Had those back-to-back threes. He took the shot from the left elbow, but I think the referee called time. I think they're waving off the shot. So it's still going to be a 1-point lead for Newnan with about $1:13 remaining. Nope, off to the left. They call the foul. Washington with a chance to give Promise a tie ball game, and there it is. So it's 37 all. Got $1:10 remaining. Colton on the near side. That was Elijah Wright on the left. Colton backs up, takes it, and a little too strong. Washington with the rebound. Chance for Promise to get a lead. 37-37, he throws it up. Can't get it to go, but he was fouled. Another chance for Washington to put Promise in the lead. It's good. So it's 38-37. That's good too. 39-37. Promise with the lead. We're tied back at 17. Promise got back after the big lead by Newnan. Wright forces up the shot. Now Washington uses his body to get a little separation, puts up the right-hander from the left side. It drops. 41-37. Newnan just trying to get to the bell right now. Right on the near side. Far side fatigue, back to the right on the near. They're watching that shot clock go down. It's at 10. Now Wright, is he going to go middle? No, he leaves it for T. T drops into the elbow. It's going to bounce on the rim. Doesn't do anything with 1 second remaining. And we're at halftime. It's 41-37, favor of Promise. Well, the second half in a moment. Here, it's the Showcase of Champions from Smarty Sports Academy on the SUVTV.com. Well, they're putting 16 minutes back on the clock as we get ready for our second half here. 41-37, favor of Promise over the Newnan Elite. For Promise, Ethan Davis is 13, Jacob Washington with 11. Render has 9 for Newnan, and Donnelly's got 7. Hang on. It was 28-18 favor of Newnan. Thomas came back, got it to a 2-point game off back-to-back 3-pointers by Jacob Washington. Went back out to 8. Then another Promise run. And it's 41-37. 41 points in the first half for Promise. And that 37 for Newnan Elite, not bad either. And it's going to be Promise's basketball. Davis is right in front of our broadcast position. Tall player, and he gets it in. Again, Promise in the red. They leave the lane open, but unable to hit that layup. There's number 35. Now coming the other way. Teagle can't get it. He comes in too strong. And that was Ansa couldn't hit it. The layup. Washington the other way, he lost the ball. Looked like he wanted to see who was coming down the left wing. He took his eye off the ball. 15:32 to go, it's a 4-point lead. Ansa with a shot coming into the paint, it's good. Now it's a 6-point lead, 43-37. Wright was throwing it to Teagle. Teagle never saw it. The layup won't fall, just did not spin on the lane. And getting the foul called is number 24, Tyson DeLacy. DeLacy had that layup, but he just couldn't get the spin to go. 45 would be their points if DeLacy can make this one. First foul of the second half, and DeLacy's got it. And now it's a 7-point lead. And I think Promise is on a 9-0 run. They were down by 2, 37-35. Now it's 44-37. They're a very tall team. I mean, Davis is one of the taller people out there. And Colton tries to put the brakes on. Ball keeps going. But I think it's going to go off a red jersey. And Promise is going to see Newnan keep it. Still out of bounds. This time it's off of Eric Smith. Newnan finally does get it in. Again, they're in the black with the neon green numbers. And Teagle dips it in. Shot for Donnelly. It's a short, however, Render in good position for the putback. 14:53 remaining. Down by 5, 44-39. Feeds in the top corner, left side, too strong. Ansa with the rebound. Too strong again. Teagle with the board. Got hit from Washington as he was traveling down the court. Stays with Newnan with 14:38 remaining. Lead down to 5, 44-39. Waiting for Colton to inbound it. Gets it in over Davis to Render. Render just watches Davis grab it. Davis, here he comes. Boom! Davis lays down the hardwood. He was all alone in that backcourt off the steal. Couldn't figure out if there was anyone there for him to leave it to. No one was, so he decided to take it himself. And the 3 ball by Colton Ball goes out of bounds off of Teagle's head, a la Jose Canseco. It's 46-39, 14-13 remaining. Newnan just looks completely out of sorts right now. Spinning to the basket. That's a good shot for Eric Smith. 48-39. And Promise really starting to put the pedal to the metal. And Smith gets called as Teagle drove in. To the Norcross Heat team coming by our broadcast position. Pretty good crowd here at Swanee Sports Academy. Again, we got 4 courts going on. And it's Teagle to the line. It's the first team foul on Promise this half. This first one's good, 48-40. Well, parking lot was filled, but there are a lot of people here with masks on. Second shot is good. And you had to get a temperature check before you entered the building. 48-41, 13:47 remaining. It's a stop and a pop, and it rolls off the rim. Teagle with the board. Conley coming down the near side. Conley, one-hand pass to Teagle as they go to the other side, and Colton. Colton guard by Washington, moves into the paint, dumps it off, and good! On the layup. And that layup by let's see if I can get this right. Layup there, that was Sagwan Hutchinson. I believe that name was right. Joey Miles with the spin-in layup. So it's still a 7-point advantage, 50-43. Hutchinson with the shot off the rebound from Conley. It's good. 13 minutes remaining. 5-point lead for Promise, 50-45. Tried to feed Miles inside. Miles wasn't ready. Conley couldn't move the ball up. So a couple of turnovers, and it's going to go back to Promise. As we get under 13 minutes in regulation, a 5-point lead. Miles from 3, drops it in. No rim at all on that one. Back up 8, 53-45. 12:37 remaining. Steal by Washington. And Washington with the easy tip-in. That's 2 of those. He just took the ball away from Conley. Now Conley tries to answer with a 3 that goes left. And it's back to Promise. And a travel by Justin Redmond. Leads up to 10, 55-45, 12-13. Timeout on the court. And that's a full. We'll be right back here on the SUV TV. Back to live action. Got 12:05 remaining. Render dishes to Hasten. Can't use the glass. Unable to get the ball off and fouled. That's number 4, Jude O'Keefe. But O'Keefe is going to get called for the push-off back to Newnan. And Teagle buries it from the corner. 7-point edge, 55-48. Now Newman's going to use some defense. They're able to push it. Miles. Hudson hits off the heel. Nice use of those arms for Bird. Bird with the hook shot, can't get it. And the putback skirts the rim. That bird will go to the line. Second team foul on Newnan Elite. And Bird makes the first shot. (56-48). Second one also bounces out. Coming the other way. Newnan Elite down by 8 with 11:30 remaining. Colton does some through the legs dribbles, does a little dipsy doozy, cuts through traffic, gets his own rebound and sticks it back. Makes it a 6-point game, 56-50. Getting close to 11 minutes, 11:10. Bird had right behind him. Now Redmond, and Redmond's going to slow it up a little bit. Cutting around his Bird, back out dishes. Rimmed out on that long three. Teagle doesn't have the numbers. Now he pulls back. Elijah Wright. Covered by Hateson. Teagle with it. Wright moves over to the far side. That's where they get it to him. Kind of a 2-3 offense right now. Now Wright pulls up. Has to kick it out to Conley. They're going to have to reset the offense. 10:30 remaining. Conley with a running three. Off to the left. Bird with the rebound. Thomas likes to run the ball, but now he's Bird, dipsy doing, and that's going to go. Bird had to reach out, grab the ball back in before he had to make his turn. 58-50, 10:05 remaining. Teagle thought about the three, said he'll fire up a shot, moving into the paint. Good from the right hand. 58-52. Coming in, Redmond with the runner. That's good. Nice little runner left side for Redmond. Timeout on the court. 9:49 remaining. 60-52. Favor of Promise here on the SUV TV. Back to live action. It was a pretty short timeout. 60-52. Promise up by 8. Still plenty of time for Newnan. About 9:35 remaining. Wright stuck, has to pull out to Teagle. And Teagle with a high pass. Now Wright with it again. Wright, left side shot, no good. And a good rebound there, but that's Render. And Render jumped at the precise moment that he needed to. Got above Promise to get that layup. Now running for Eric Smith doesn't work. It's a 6-point game. We're under 9 minutes. Teagle. He gets it left side. He was able to get Joey Miles going the wrong way. Back-to-back buckets from the left, and it's 60-56 with 8:45 remaining. So Promise unable to really knock Newnan out. Late foul on Wright. And that should send Redmond to the line. So Redmond, first shot, it went too far left. Couldn't get it to back its way in. Second shot, 60-56. As we get close to the halfway part here, second half. That's good. So it's 61-56. 8:35 remaining. And the ball out of bounds. As you see, Promise turning up their defense just a little bit. They got a couple of easy steals that led to really uncontested baskets. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. Eagle can't get the spin, but he got fouled as he went in. That was a late foul. He already burst through the line when that was called. Teagle to the line. Foul shots are very important right now as this game starts to wind down. First one is good. We're at 8:28 remaining. It's 61-57. The second shot on its way. It's up. That one went right, but it came back. So now it's a 3-point game. 61-58. Davis for Washington. 3 ball hits off the heel. First thing for this Cougar, he's got a 2-on-1. Gets free on the right side. 61-60. Newnan come back. Let's see if they get to a 3 to get some breathing room. Nope. Won't fall for Ethan Davis. The outlet pass goes to Redmond, and Redmond spins his way through. Davis can't get a putback. Good rebound by Teagle. Colton's going to get fouled on the double team. Got some subs coming in. And the shot's good. So next like that, Newnan takes the lead back, 62-61. Got a 8-0 run. That's good. Just spun in there on the shot by number 24, DeLacy. It was a good thing, too, because Ethan Davis was about ready to knock it down. But Davis had to get out of the way, or else that would be a goaltend. But 7:15 remains, a 1-point game. Promise ahead, 63-62. Right, with some high dribbles by the foul line. Up this way in the lane, and that is going to be an alternating possession. Davis had it. He spun right around as he was trying to get right to lose possession. The right held on to it. Newnan kicks on the alternator. Dump in. One-hander. Good. And you got to be careful here. There are whistles everywhere, but not sure what scored this one. That was Tillman who was able to put the shot down, and that's Tillman who gets called for the foul. Trying to start the break. 1-point lead for Newnan, 64-63, with just under 7 minutes remaining. Davis will inbound and he'll get it back. Davis drives. And he got it. He also got fouled. 3-point play coming up. Makes it 65-64. Thomas sends their kids back. And the conversion drops. One of those high bounces, but it does in fact go in. 66-64 now. It's been a back and forth game the last couple minutes with 6:40 remaining. Nice move, but just keeping it on the right side. For Render. He had 9 points in the first half for Newnan. Washington from the elbow, left side, not enough. Ansa, that was a horrible slip back. It went way to the left on him. And Newnan with the board. We get past 6:10 left. Conley will launch it and airball it. Coach wanted a foul called, does not get one. Promise gets it back. baseball pass underneath Ansa. But he traveled. And all the time in the world, that was very much an uncontested foul for favor of Promise. 5:50 left in regulation. Conley wants to break in. He does. They get him for the travel on the bunny. Another call on the bunny hop. As we're now at 5:45 remaining. Davis will go left side. Smith puts it up and good! Big three-pointer for Eric Smith at 69-64. That was a little tangled. Coleman takes care of it. Conley out of control, finds Render. Render puts an elbow down to get free, but he can't get the basket to drop. Davis does a nice olay around Tillman. And just like that, it's a 7-point advantage as we get close to 5 minutes. 71-64. Thomas has turned it up. I think it's an 8-0 run for Thomas. It was 64-63. That was a bad pass for Tillman. He tried to force it through a red double team. Davis came up with it. Back to Davis over his shoulder, but he's able to hang on to it. Skirts the baseline. Finds Smith, and now they're going to reset. Going to Redmond after Washington. We get close to 4:30 remaining. Redmond, long outlet to Ansa. Made a cut to the basket. Took it high, he got it. 73-64. It's a 9-point lead. 4:23 remaining. Conley, backdoor cut. Might have been pushed from behind it. That was Render. He might have been pushed from behind a little bit. Back to Promise. See if they can make it double figures. Oh, Ansa couldn't get a hold on it. He was going to slam it, but it hit the underside of the basket. Now another entry pass picked away by Davis. Here's Redmond from outside, and it's a good one. Rainbow 3 falls. That pushes the lead to a dozen. 76-64. A 13-0 run for Promise. Tillman forces his way through and picks up a foul from, I think it's going to be on Smith. Eric Smith is going to pick it up. Referee explaining what he did wrong. And now, this is Brady Tillman to the line. It's good. 76-65. With 3:35 remaining. Second shot is up. Well, waiting for it. It's up and that's good. So it's 76-66, 3:30 remaining. Driving in is Ethan Davis. He got the basket. And the foul. 78-66. 3:22 remaining, and Davis will take a couple of foul shots. Got some good action coming up as soon as this one's over. You can stick around and watch it here on the SUV TV. Ethan Davis with his first shot. It's good on the conversion. Now it's 79-66. 3:20 remaining. Newnan's going to have to hurry. Promise can afford to sit on it. We might get to 90 before this one's over. That's Conley over by that triangle. He wants Harris to come help him out. Now Render does. forcing it left, and it's blocked. Eric Smith flew in. Knocked it out of bounds. It's now under 3 minutes. On the inbound play, won't go for Teagle. Now coming in, that's DeLacy with the basket. 81-66, 2:43 remaining. That's going to be an over and back. Instead, it's DeLacy through the legs. And that's Caleb Harris with it. Now Promise is just showing off a little bit. Newnan had it underneath. As that was Hutchison. Mishandled it. Off the over and back. Kind of gave up on the ball. And that's allowed them to get an easy layup. So it's 83-66, just about 2:30 remaining. Waiting for this ball to be played. Waiting. And I think we have timeout. So we'll be right back here on the SUV TV. We're back to live action. Clock is at 2:30. 17 points for Promise. That's how much they're up by. 83-66. 2:20 remaining. Caleb Harris on the far side. This is to Hutchison. Now Conley. 83-66. Like I said a few moments ago, I think Promise can get to 90. Although I think now Newnan is just playing a little small ball, just trying to get us out of here. That's what it looks like as Promise is in a 1-3-1. Now Conley starting to move with it. Backs up, takes a three, and drains it. 83-69, a 14-point lead. We're at 1:45 remaining. Harris is still in. He's number 3. I'm sorry, Davis is number 3. And he's got the ball. Ethan Davis with it. One-handed pass. Now, a little sling pass to Eric Smith in the corner, but Smith couldn't hang on to it. We'll go back to Newnan with about 90 seconds remaining. And Conley with it. 83-69 at 14 points remaining. Now Conley launches another one that's short. It'll go out of bounds. Here comes Promise. .105 remaining. And Smith is just coming around here. Smith backed up, and I think they're just going to sit on it. Now logging it in. Now swinging around to DeLacy. DeLacy looking. DeLacy backs up. DeLacy with a move. Dumping it. Backing up. Nope. Looks like Promise is going to play keep away here. make it 83-69. Promise is going to get this victory. It's just a matter of how many points they're going to get. And sure enough, that's what's happening. Newnan made some good runs. They were up by 10 at one point. And that's going to be your ball game. Your final score, Promise wins at 83-69 over Newnan Elite. We'll be right back with the next game here from the Showcase of Champions here at the Suwannee Sports Academy, right here on the SUV TV.